Hello and welcome to another episode of the Movie Garage Show and podcast. This one is a movie review show. I am Jay, and as per usual, this is my mate Gaza. How's it going, mate?
Good. I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're good. We're
yeah.
good.
Get your
We're
breath
back. We're filming. It's all good.
Excellent stuff. Yeah, I was looking forward to this. I've really missed it last week, even though it was my fault that we didn't do anything.
I properly missed them.
Yeah, big time.
And then when that's a film I watch, I've literally not watched anything.
Yeah, you've been stuck in like a limbo.
Yeah.
I've been like,
Yeah.
So trying to find like series to watch. Me and Fran have just finished watching a really old series called Ashes to Ashes, which is brilliant. So I've now got to find a new series that me and Fran can watch, but then a new series that I can watch in like the interim. I started watching Nightfall on Netflix, which is quite an interesting one. It's about like medieval knights during the Crusade and stuff, was searching for the Holy Grail. It's about 3 or 4 episodes. It's all right. We shall see. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So we are here today, episode 14, I believe this one is. And we are going to review Extraction. We do get very, very spoilery. Now, Googling this, there are 2 movies called Extraction. Hopefully, we're both talking about the same one, and it's the new Netflix one. It's not. If you Google it, the Chris Hemsworth one isn't the first one that comes up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know whether they're like the same film and the Chris Hemsworth one's a remake. I don't think it is. I think this is an original one. Yeah, so it's on Netflix, starring Chris Hemsworth in the lead role. No other like major actors, is there? But
No.
And it's directed by the Russo brothers, the same guy that worked with Chris Hemsworth on the Avengers movies. What did you think?
Oh, what an utterly mad movie.
Crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy.
Oh, absolutely crazy movie. We did Rambo last week, and I thought that was mad. And this kind of takes it up to a whole new level. I mean,
it's like a whole film of that last 20 minutes of Rambo in it.
yeah, it is, and that's what's crazy about it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the film.
Yeah. So did I.
You know, I find it was kind of simple.
Yeah.
But mad at the same time.
Very predictable, but different enough to still be like original and enjoyable, and really watchable. Kind of reminded me of like Black Hawk Down, because if you ever watch Black Hawk Down, that is literally, it starts, you get a bit of like 2 minutes grace lead up, and then the helicopter gets shot down, and it's just 2 hours of constant action all the way through. It's just non-stop. And yeah, that's exactly what it was like for me.
What was kind of cool about it is that you got just a little snippet. You only needed a little bit of his background.
Yeah.
And what he does.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. It didn't dive too deep into him. They just went in.
Yeah.
And what was kind of different to this is that the whole film isn't leading up to an escape to get the boy away from these people. It kicks off of that, and then there's a film to lead on from that, and it's I really liked it. Some of the hand combat stuff was incredible.
It's crazy, isn't it? I'm sure at one point he picks a guy up and uses him to break another guy's neck like a bat. Yeah. I think he just swings him around by his feet and breaks another guy. I was like, yeah, that's cool.
He picks one dude up and breaks his neck by slamming him into the ground, and then kicks another guy into a wall and knock him out.
Yeah, it's the fight scenes in it are phenomenal. There is a very satisfying bit in it where he beats the shit out of like 10 kids. It sounds really horrible, but they're all like little shits, and they've all got.
Cracks me up that part.
Yeah, and it's weird to watch in it because it makes you feel weirdly uncomfortable. But like the way it's shot and the way it's handled and stuff is really, really clever, and they managed to get away with it. But he just basically beats a lot of kids up.
Yeah. So the story of the film is basically a gangster's son's gone missing or captured.
Yeah, he gets kidnapped by a rival gangster, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, by a rival gangster, and him and these people are hired to get the boy out to safety and back home.
Yeah.
And like it was kind of going on about before, is that the actual getting the boy out of the other gangsters' kind of safe house happens straight away.
Yeah.
And then there's a film, because they kind of say on the lead up to this, basically saying, don't take this job, because even if we get the boy out, getting him out of that area is going to be impossible. And when he's in that safe house, because he goes to the safe house willingly, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And kind of
as if
works
it's
it
an
all
exchange,
out.
doesn't he? He sets it up as if it's like going to pay him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that fight scene in there, I'm going to say this right now, is that the fight scene when Batman is going to save Superman's mom,
Yes.
this one is better.
Yeah. Nice. I like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of it a little bit because of some of the moves and stuff that he did. But this one's better.
I'm pretty sure he starts off, doesn't he start blindfolded as well? So he's blindfolded and he's got no gun. I think he's got like a bag over his head, hasn't he? And they're leading him down the stairs, and that's how it starts from there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because they've obviously gone through whatever they need to go through, and then they're going to lead him back away. And so he doesn't know where it is. They blindfold him, don't they?
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
But instead, he has different ideas and just. And do you know what? That's it. The way it's kind of filmed is kind of computerized. So if you're playing a computer game,
yeah, definitely.
like you're going through different rooms and stages, and the way it's filmed is it was a little bit different. It's a bit. That was the one point where I went, "This is a bit weird to watch," because they didn't do that the whole way through.
Yeah,
they only did it for a small period of time.
But yeah, I mean, like the cinematography is incredible. Like of that car chase, I for the life of me could not figure out how they did some of those shots, because it all feels like it's just one long shot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But the camera is like spinning around and focusing on him, and then there's a bit of it where it like follows a bullet through the back window, but the back window isn't broken or anything. So it goes towards the back window and then goes through and then zooms in on the car chasing him, and then spins around again and carries on. But it all feels like one long continuous shot without any cuts in it. How they managed to do it, I have no idea, but it looked absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a very good point, actually, because it does. It's actually It's amazingly how they've edited and cut that together, because it looks brilliant.
Yeah, completely seamless.
It really does.
Yeah, it was really, really confusing. Back to what you were saying about the plot, I really, really enjoyed the plot because it's kind of a bit different, isn't it? So like you were saying, this gangster basically hires this team of mercenaries to go in and get his son, but he also sends his henchmen in because he doesn't want to pay these mercenaries any money. So he uses the mercenaries to get his son out of the city, and then when his son's out of the city, his henchman goes in, kills the team, and is supposed to kidnap the son and take him back to the dad. So you've got two rival people all trying to do the same thing. Rather than them just be enemies, they're both trying to save this kid, but on opposite sides. And I thought that was really clever.
Yeah, that was really clever. And he was like the Terminator.
Oh, wasn't he just? He's like, they say at one point he's ex-special forces, but don't really go into it. And he's fucking cool, isn't
he? Yeah, it's like the same person battling each other.
Basically, yeah, that's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, and they know every move that the other person's going to do. They just could beat each other.
Yeah,
and it was I can't. There was another film kind of like that, and I can't remember what it was called, but it was, and that was really good. And I just, when you're watching, you just kept thinking, listen, if you just had a chat.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It just gets dead frustrating. You're trying to do the same thing. Like
if you just had a little chat.
Yeah. Right now, the look is fucked. But because like as it goes on a little bit, and obviously they do end up having that chat, don't they? Because it gets to the end of the tether and realise that no one's going to get out alive if they don't help each other.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it is basically that. And you find out that the guy who, the kind of bad guy who isn't really the bad guy, the only reason
No.
he's doing what he's doing is because this gangster who's in prison threatened to kill his family if he didn't bring his son
Yeah.
back. So it's like, well, there you go. You can't can't really blame him for trying to murder y'all.
No. And I tell you what, the body count was insane, wasn't it? It's like
Yeah.
2 dudes have actually took down an army of people.
Yeah, basically they just tear the whole city in half, don't they? It's absolutely incredible. Like, another amazing bit is where the Chris Hemsworth has got the kid, and they run into like a hotel, don't they, on different levels. And like you were saying about a computer game, how it's like following from stage to stage, and he's going up into different rooms. And the way that that's shot again feels like just one long shot without any cuts in it. But it's absolutely phenomenal. The camera angles that they get and how it's panning around everywhere, and where it gets like really deep and close into the action and then pans back. It's a phenomenal piece of movie making.
Yeah. It really is.
Hmm.
And it's definitely one of them kind of films where you don't even need to think about it. You just,
No,
like you said, sit there, watch the telly.
Yeah, it's
and
nice and
stuff
simple enough
happens.
for you to just stick it on and just lose it. One bit that I really, really didn't like was, like you were saying, you didn't really get to know his character that much, but there was a bit where he explained his backstory and why he's still doing what he's doing. So it's like, he's kind of like a depressive, isn't he? There's bits in it where she hints at the fact that he just keeps doing the harder and harder jobs in the hope that he'll die one day. He doesn't want to kill himself, but he wants to die. And you find out it's because of his son, and his son was ill, had cancer, and he basically wasn't there for him. He just fucked off and left his wife to take care of his dying son and volunteered to go overseas. I was like, no, don't like that. That makes you a little bit too much of a piece of shit for me.
Yeah, but I don't know. It kind of brought a reason why he was going through everything he was going to, like, in this film to save this kid. So it kind of brought a bit, for me, it kind of brought a little bit of something.
Yeah, that's it. And obviously, like, they did it that way, so in the hope that he'd start seeing this as like a proxy for his own kid and make sure that this kid was safe.
Yeah, because otherwise, otherwise, once he realised that his crew have all been killed and there's no money in this, he would have just dumped the kid.
Yeah.
And off he went.
Yeah, exactly. He'd just, in real life, I think he would have just done that one. He'd have just shot him. That's it. See you, kid. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just run away.
It kind of brought a little substance to it, so I kind of enjoyed that part of the backstory.
Yeah. The rival gangster was good, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was very good.
The actual bad guy. No, not the bad good guy. The bad guy.
Yeah, because they really pushed this film. Where I've never seen films where they, like you say, hurt kids.
Yeah, well, like the first.
In this, they lobbed the kid off the roof.
Yeah, that's the first scene you see him in, isn't it? As well, he like he's interrogating them because some money's gone missing or something along those lines, isn't it? And and all these kids work for him, obviously selling drugs and information and shit like that. And the first time you see him, he orders a kid to get lobbed off the roof and killed, which is like really, really genius. And then, which leads on to another great bit, which is where he then turns around to the rest of these kids and says, "Right, which one of you stole the money? Or you're getting thrown off next." And one of them steps forward and says, "I know he stole the money. It was him who you just thrown off the off the building." Roof. It's like, well done.
Yeah. No, that was a pretty. That was pretty good. But you seen how brutal the guy was, because he kind of went, "Right, you've got to chop off 2 of your fingers."
Yeah, that was it. For your loyalty.
Yeah, for your loyalty. Oh, thanks for being so loyal. Chop 2 fingers off.
Yeah, but I want your pinkies as a necklace. Gross.
Yeah.
One thing it did make me question was, why in the living fuck does anybody still go to India? It just looked like a full nightmare.
Yeah, it did do it very, very well, did it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's filmed in Delhi, isn't it? That's where it's supposed to be, which is like one of the most capital populated cities there, and it just looks like a nightmare. Everybody
Yeah,
driving everywhere and shouting at each other and stuff, and oh man, it's
yeah,
just
which made the sewer scene even more gross.
yeah, exactly. It's literally oh, yes, not good. But yeah, like you say, it's a
This,
nice, simple film. I
yeah,
think they're doing a second one. Um, I'm pretty sure there's like options for him to do quite a few and make it into a bit of a movie universe.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, we'll see. Really enjoyed it.
Well, I enjoyed it. We're not. I don't think we spoil the end then.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like kind of.
Really, really, that's nobody knows what the ending was.
No, that's it. Which ended because there's kind of two of them, isn't there? So, yeah. But like I say, they're doing a second one, so. So obviously, it kind of has a happy ending. I was really shocked that the good bad guy died. I didn't think. I thought they'd have left him alive to like take the kid back, maybe. But
I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But that whole scene on that bridge was brilliant.
Oh yeah, amazing. The way it just builds into just complete anarchy is just phenomenal. And they've got like, because obviously this big gangster's got all the coppers in the palm of his hand, hasn't he? They've got one of them as a sniper who's just sat there trying to kill them all. It's just, that's brilliant. That.
Yeah,
she's a full-on badass. So yeah, it was good. Really enjoy it. Yeah, so marks out of 5 for Extraction.
I'm going to give it a 4.
Yeah, I'm going to go 4 as well, because like you say, it was pretty simple, but still a great movie. Really good action in it. Like I said, the only thing I really didn't like was his character's backstory, but there was a reason behind it, like you say. So yeah. So I think that's a solid 4 for me as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely 4. Yeah, same as you. Exact same reasons. You just really enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, definitely. I like Chris Hemsworth as well. I get the feeling I'm going to like pretty much every movie that he's in.
Yeah, yeah. It works at being Chris Hemsworth in this film.
Yeah,
it definitely helped. He plays the role real well. So
the next one we're going to get to see him in is what we were talking about a few weeks ago. Is Hulk Hogan, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he's bulking up even more to play Hulk Hogan. That's going to be
it's already a 5.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, I'm already in. I don't even care. That might have to be like a cinema trip. Oh, so good. That might have to. Pair of us might have to go to the cinema to watch that when that comes out. I think that's going to be a couple of years yet. We might get Thor before then, so I'm not sure. Not sure what he's.
We'll see.
Yeah, if he's in Thor and he looks like Hulk Hogan, then we're gonna know. Better than being a big fatty still, isn't it? That'll be interesting to see what they do with that. Yeah. Anyway, that was the last one. Right, cool. So, movie for next week. It's my pick, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
So I have been and ahhing about this for a while because I've wanted to do this film for a bit, but I can't decide between the first and the second one, right? So I'm going to choose the first one, but I'm going to say, if you get time, watch the second one as well. They're both on Sky at the minute. You can get the director's cuts of them, and they're absolutely amazing. But like I say, so if you've only got time to watch one, watch the first one. If you've got time to watch both of them, because they're both so different and absolutely incredible. We've not done a horror before, and my pick for this week's movie of the week is Alien. Have you watched any of the Alien movies?
I've seen bits of Alien.
Yeah.
Not seen all of Alien.
So basically, Alien is the first one, which was, I think it was, I want to say something like 76, but I don't think it was that early. I think it might have been like early 80s or something along those lines. And then the second one is Aliens, which is
Right.
like completely different. So the first one is
Okay.
like a straight up monster horror movie. The second one is like an army movie, basically. The two very different, very incredible films. A couple of my favorite movies. So yeah, like I say, if you get time, watch both. If not, watch the first one, and we'll see what you think about that next week.
All right, I'll get in. Yeah, this could be an interesting chat, actually.
Yeah, I think so, because I mean, you're pretty hit and miss on the whole sci-fi thing. How are you with horror movies? I don't think we've ever spoken about any horror ones proper, have we?
Again, I'm hit and miss with that too.
Yeah,
I don't watch an awful lot of them.
excellent.
Not because I'm scared of watching them.
Yeah.
Just don't watch an awful lot of them.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, this one isn't like major jump scary or anything along those lines. It's just
No, but an alien pops out of someone's belly, don't
yeah. We'll talk about that more later. Yeah, after you've watched it. Get the missus to watch it with you so you can hide behind her. It'll be fine.
it?
Right, so yeah, that is us for now. Thanks for watching again. Subscribe to us at all the usual places. I have been Jay. Thanks very much. Cheers, Gaza. Nice one, mate.
Yeah, thanks everyone.